Now, I'll make the following remark about the system in the UK, but you'll see the parallels with the US situation. In the United Kingdom, there are two major political parties. There are a couple of others. There's a third, rather small party, but mainly it's two political parties. These two political parties, in order to get their agendas through the parliamentary process, have to exert a very, very strict party discipline. They have what's called the whipping system. Well, it sounds a bit problematic, but actually it comes from fox hunting, where they whip the dogs into pursuit of the luckless fox. And the whipping system involves obliging members of your party to vote for your party line, no matter what they personally think about the policies in question. Whether they're against their conscience or against their better judgment, they're whipped into it. And the whipping system is very strict. If you don't obey the party whip, you can lose the support of the party at the next election. So you don't get funding, you don't get support, you don't get the party machine behind you. But there's also, and it's a rather well-known fact, that in the UK Parliament, at any rate, the 3 Bs are standardly employed to ensure the vote. And the 3 Bs are blackmail, bullying, and bribery. The bribery in question is, we'll give you a ministerial position or more support at the next election, and so on. The blackmail is, well, it works like this, actually. If you ever meet a British MP, you should say to them, tell me the very first thing that happened to you when you reached Parliament. And they will say, oh, the whips invited me to tea. And the whip said to me, you're now one of us, and we're going to look after you. And in order to look after you, we need to be able to protect you from anything that anybody might be able to, creep up on you and attack you about. So any secrets? Did you ever have your hand in the till, or what's going on with you and your secretary, or anything like that? Just tell us your secrets so we can protect you in case anybody finds these secrets out. 3 weeks later, you want to vote against the party line. They come and say to you, if you don't vote with us, it's going to be all over the newspapers what you did. I mean, they gather all the little secrets that they can. This is the blackmail thing. The bullying thing, well, there was a famous case just a couple of years ago of a member of Parliament being frog-marched into the lobby that his party wanted him in, with his arm up behind his back, held there by 2 other MPs. Now, you might ask yourself the following question: how is this possible? The answer is because the common law of England doesn't apply in the Palace of Westminster. The Palace of Westminster has a peculiar, I mean that is the literal term, and also the correct term, status in the kingdom where the common law doesn't apply. If I, as an employer, were to bully or blackmail or bribe any of my employees, quite rightly I would be up in front of an employment tribunal, PDQ, as they say, pretty damn quick. I'd be there the next morning. But in Parliament, they do this all the time. What is the net result of this? The net result is that your representative in Parliament is not representing you any longer, but is representing the party line. And there are cases, and I'm going to cite one, which should really stagger people, especially those Brits among you here, that back in March, the current government forced through a bill, a short bill, on triggering Article 50 to cause Brexit. Now, I'm going to be completely neutral about Brexit and tell you I think it's a damn stupid idea. But to trigger this bill, this Article 50 bill, they whipped their MPs, both major parties whipped their MPs into the lobbies to support it. And MP after MP after MP after MP did so obediently, saying it was the worst thing they'd ever done. They disagreed with it, it was against their better judgment, against their conscience, but they obeyed the party whip. Now, if that isn't a perversion of democracy, I don't know what is.